Yeah, I talked to you about this on the phone with you after the game last week. I was just wondering what you've been impressed with about your team and how they've responded in these tight situations this year so far.
Well, I think we're under realization we're going to be in a lot of close games.
Yeah.
So I think that's just the way it's going to go, and I think we're getting more and more comfortable in them. Just we've been fortunate that it's come out on the right end of the stick here a few times, and but I just think it's the league and it's who we are, and we have to defend and play well, and I just think that's going to be the case. So I think we're the more we play, and the more comfortable we're obviously going to get, and the more confidence you get if you can figure out a way to win them, and we've done that.
Yeah, Fridays was kind of impressive just because you figure if a team blows a 2-goal lead on the road that could be a situation where things might start to go tailspin, but you guys bounced back right away and scored almost immediately. I was just what impressed you about the way they handled that particular?
Yeah, you talk about that was a big power play goal for us, obviously, but he stepped up there, and but from my perspective, it's it's timely goals that we've gotten that show a little bit of confidence. Obviously, we have some older players that are playing well right now that have some experience. And obviously that was a big power play. You talk about power plays and percentage this, percentage that. It's when you can score a power play goal a lot of times that dictates how successful you're being. And I thought both nights to get key power play goals was important.
And then the other thing that was interesting was just Saturday's game, as you guys had struggled on the power play all night, and yet they still found a way to get a power play goal, and they really needed it too. Just wonder what.
Yeah, I struggled. I thought we got frustrated as the more power plays came. It's the first time we had that was a lot of power plays. It's one of those games where but the first 5-on-3 I thought we had really good looks, and then the second one I thought that we forced it a bit, and we were starting to show that less and less patience just to stay the course of what we're at. That's where we probably got a little bit off course. And obviously, I thought it might be our undoing, the fact that we couldn't score in a 5-on-3 A lot of times that's the kiss of death, and to have two of them and a lot of times they come to short. We had extended 5-on-3 time that we didn't generate a goal on. Probably was the most concerning thing, but obviously with getting that shot through and finding a way to get a rebound goal, I said before, they're not always pretty. More times than not, power play goals are ugly. They're dirty. They're in the areas with a screen, with a tip, a rebound goal, and for us to get that at that stage was good.
I was curious too with the close game situation. The ECA says you can have 22 conference games. Would you be surprised if at least 19 or 20 of them are games where it's not really decided until the last part of the game?
Yeah, you would think so. You're hoping that it means you're in all 22 games, right? It means you got a chance to win a lot of hockey games. But I think there's good teams in this league. I think you're going to have to be playing well to be in games in this league late. And our expectation is to compete at a high level night in and night out. And generally that takes care of itself. With giving you affording an opportunity to win is just making sure that our compete level is at its highest.
The last thing I was going to ask about was just this weekend when you guys are playing Cornell and Colgate, but is it still special when you get a chance to coach against Mike? I mean, having worked over there for a few years, is it I know it's just a regular game too, but is it something that's kind of a fun situation for you when you get a chance to see?
Well, Cornell's a rival, right? It's obviously institution-wise there, it's someone that Clarkson doesn't like, and so we're going into the game. We all have the same distaste for it, and it's going in. But it's tougher a lot of times when you play it. Those are tougher games to coach against when you're friends with the guy on the other side. But your competitive spirit and juices get flowing to the standpoint that you kind of forget about that for the 60 minutes and put that aside. And it's you like to see that, but hey, we're going into the game. It's going to be a battle. It's a very important game for both teams, and I know our guys are. It's a game we're looking for a good crowd, looking for environment here, and it's a game that we're excited about.
Do you ever feel like, though, you guys might know what each other might be thinking at certain stages of the game because you work with each other for so long? I mean,
well, systems. It comes down to sometimes there's too much value put on that standpoint. It's going to come down to the team that competes the hardest and is attention to detail, and just executes the better for the longest stretches of the game, and that's going to come down on Friday night. They're going to be they're going to try to do what they do best, and we're going to try to get up and down a sheet of ice and compete at a high level and protect pucks and get pucks in behind their D and go to work. They have their philosophy. I watched them on tape. We're not going to want to put them on a power play, and we're going to want to be disciplined and play our game. So there's some things going into the game that if we don't do, that we're going to put ourselves in a tougher situation trying to win that game.
Right.